Hi, it's Teresa from Dodge Nature Center, and time for another Nature to Go. Do you ever feel overworked? There's just too much to do and not enough time? Well, this is your year because you get an extra day this year. Yes, that's right, an extra 24 hours. And why is that? Well, because this February we have Leap Day at the end of the month. So why do we have leap days? It all goes back to how the Earth revolves around the sun. We know for most part, 365 days we make a complete revolution. That's a year. But in reality, it's more like 365 and a quarter days. And peoples long ago understood this, and they created different timekeeping systems with calendars, some of which were amazingly accurate. The calendar that we're using is based off of a Roman calendar, which was not one of the more accurate ones. Notice there were only 10 months, and when it got to wintertime, they just sort of hung out waiting until the priests would say, yep, we're back to the beginning of the year, which was actually Martius, which is March. When Julius Caesar becomes emperor, he revises the calendar to be more like the solar calendar used by the Egyptians. He adds a couple of months, changes the lengths of months, and decides that in order to keep the months in line with the seasons, every 4 years there'd be an extra day added into the calendar. So the calendar reform works pretty well. It's put in place in 46 BC, but by the 1500s, the calendar was actually out of alignment with the seasons. So at that point, Pope Gregory works with an Italian priest who had looked at what was wrong with the calendar, and Pope Gregory presents a revised calendar. The calendar was off by 10 days. So what Gregory did is he said the night of October 4th, the next day would not be October 5th, but October 15th. This made it pretty accurate as far as the leap years keeping things in line with the seasons. But there had to be one other change. Instead of leap years happening every century year, they would only happen in century years divisible by 400. So the year 1600 would be a leap year, but 1700 wouldn't be. Now, not everyone agreed with this change, and many countries didn't make the switch over to the Gregorian calendar until the 1700s. England and the colonies didn't switch until 1752, and Benjamin Franklin was famous for saying he didn't mind the switch because it is pleasant for an old man to be able to go to bed on September 2nd and not have to get up till September 14th. But even the Gregorian calendar isn't absolutely accurate. It's off by about 26 seconds a year, which doesn't seem like very much. And it's going to take a long time to add up to be a problem. In fact, it's going to be the year 4909 before we've accumulated enough time to need an extra day in the year to get us totally back on track with the seasons. So come Thursday, February 29th, you've got an extra 24 hours to enjoy, to do whatever you would like with it. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Nature to Go. Maybe get out and enjoy some nature on your leap day. We'll talk to you again next time. Bye.